Wow. So yesterday, I just made plans to go and see some owls with my friend and her kid. And as I pull out onto the main road, I'm driving and I see this message: Jay, Wasaga, loons, help. And I'm like, what? And so I stop and I look at the message, and there's a loon that's trapped in Wasaga in this pond. And I cancel my plans to go see this owl in a nest and turn around. I grab my rubber net, some chest waders, a cage, a whole bunch of things that I think I might need. I even changed my shirt from purple to this green in case I have to sneak up on that loon.
The first idea I had was to actually go in with chest waders and just catch it with the net. But quickly I realized that the water was actually deeper than I originally thought. So we had to plan B. What we believe is happening here is something called Loon Fallout. This happens when migrating loons develop ice on their body when they fly at high altitudes, and then they crash land when they are no longer able to fly with this heavy weight. So loons need about a quarter of a mile or half a lap of a track to be able to take off. So if we can get this loon into a bigger pond, maybe it can help himself. And that's our goal for today. I'm not really sure what plan B is, so we sat around and we discussed the situation and found out that we're going to try kayaks. Well, that plan didn't really work out because we didn't have great kayaks. There were only two of us. The paddles were actually kid canoe paddles, and they might not have been for the right weight allowance, but we at least attempted. But quickly realized that this wasn't the right move. After we had packed up all of our stuff and the lady Barb who found the loon had left, I sat around and just tried to think about another way that we could maybe help the loon. And all of a sudden a pileated woodpecker flew by and pooped in the water. So I ended up leaving and going to find the owl in the tree, and it was amazing, except the babies weren't there. But I couldn't get the loon out of my head, and I needed to get closer. So I go back a second time, and I'm solo, and I check the pond, and there's no loon. But then I check the area around, and I see something black and white, and I'm like, oh, I know what that is. So I get my gloves on and my net. It's a rubber net, so it should be good. And I walk up to the loon, and I just place my net over it. Wow, that was a lot easier than I actually expected. Yeah, he must be so tired from walking around. So I quickly secure the most dangerous part of the loon, the razor sharp beak. And I hold that with one hand firmly, and then I try to examine the loon, see if there's any marks, and then I figure out a way to transport it to a better location to release it. Wow. I'm holding a loon. This is so cool. I've seen loons underwater. I've even filmed them hatching. Well, only one hatching. But this experience, this is so cool. This experience is so magical. I see a couple marks, but I think it should be okay. And I make the decision to release it into the bigger pond so that it can hopefully survive itself. And no, buddy, I'm here to help you. And then it let out a call saying thank you. And then one last big stretch. And then the coolest thing happened. A beaver swam across the little pond. Man, how Canadian is that?
I wonder if that loon is the loon that I saw hatch. Or maybe it was more realistically one of the ones I saw swimming underwater. What do you think? Have you ever seen a loon? Share it. Let's talk about it. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep enjoying wildlife.